Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show from the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar, where we're going to be rating our regulars, a very popular segment that we do right here at the ABV Barrel Shop. My name's Steve Akeley, joined by Darren McCroy. What's up, Darren?
Nothing. What's up with you, Steve?
Not much. So, yeah, we're kind of getting into the busy time of the year. I mean, a lot of going on, festivals. We had a big sale recently.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've had people all day today. Since I got here, there's been people here, so.
Yeah, it's just the time of the year where it's basically momentum building all the way up till, Christmas. So each month coming up will be busier than the last, and it's a great thing. I mean, there's no complaints here.
Yeah.
That's what this business is all about.
So this could potentially be the last Rate the Regulars of the year.
Could be, yeah.
Because we can get real crazy real quick.
Yes, yeah. I don't see us. Maybe if we can get one next month, but I don't see it happening in November, December for sure. It's too busy.
Yep, or maybe a freak like snow day or something. We could record one or something.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't. If we don't do it next month, I think this could be the last one. So
So this could be quite the honor for sure. So, but we'll get to all that after the break. For right now, though, you said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
So the general. I have a couple questions.
Okay.
And they're all going to be about appetizers.
Okay.
I want to know what your favorite appetizer you've ever had is. If anything comes to mind, if there's an appetizer that you see on a menu and you're like, yeah, we're going to need some of those. Okay. And then how often do you actually order appetizers when you go out?
I would say appetizers very rarely. But some of the favorite appetizers would be shrimp cocktail. Got to like those. I like a good shrimp cocktail.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. Chicken wings sometimes, but that's rare. I'll have that more of a meal than I'll ever have it as an appetizer. But I like trying wings. If we got a group and you don't have to eat too many, I'll do that. And I'm a St. Louis guy, so toasted ravioli is on the mix too as far as an appetizer.
You can't go wrong with toasted raviolis.
Yeah.
So I don't get them that often because it's usually just me eating, and appetizers aren't meant for one person and then eating a meal.
Right.
But there's been several times I've gone to a happy hour at a restaurant, and they have deals on apps. I'm like, I'll eat some toasted ravs. If I see toasted ravs on the menu, though, let me tell you, I'm always going to at least take a second look. Do I really need some toasted ravs? Because, especially in St. Louis, they're going to be great.
Right.
You can't mess up toasted ravs, in my opinion.
But
I would say my absolute go-to favorite appetizer is fried pickles.
Fried pickles, huh?
Which I even like them before I liked pickles. I only started liking pickles last year. But fried pickles are just the right balance of a little bit of batter, that saltiness.
Were you getting them? First place I remember seeing those was at John Goodman's place. I forget what it is. What's the name of that place? Not too far from where you live.
O'Leary's?
No. O'Leary's?
Growlers?
No, it was. Maybe it was. Where's O'Leary's? What am I?
O'Leary's is now. It was in the shopping center, like where you guys were looking to move.
Yeah, that's O'Leary's was it?
Yeah. So that's where I first had fried pickles.
Right, that's what I thought.
And it changed my life. It was amazing.
That's the first place I ever remember them being at.
Yeah, they're out of business now because they caught on fire like 4 times in a year.
Yes, yeah. But John Goodman owned that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So it was his place. So yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Not like he was ever there, but
Yeah. But I definitely ate there multiple times. My dad still to this day will be grumbling about something, and he'll be like, "I just want an O'Leary's chicken sandwich." It's like they've been going for 7 years now.
At least, yeah.
Chill.
It's been a while, yeah.
Is there any food that you don't think should be an appetizer?
No, not really. I mean,
I have one that it always just drives me nuts.
I can't think of anything that
I don't think sliders are an appetizer.
Yeah.
Because I order 4 sliders as a meal, and it's a fun, you can have different things on different burgers, and it can work as a meal. I don't think it's a good slider, but you go to, like, anywhere, especially these commercial Applebee's or TGIFs, and they'll always have sliders as an appetizer. I'm like, if I want a burger, I'm getting a real burger.
Right.
And if I want sliders, I'm getting and eating a whole plate of sliders, right? I don't ever just want one slider in my life.
Right.
If you're sharing it with
I could see that. Yeah. That's good. I mean, just ones I would like just because I don't personally like them, but that doesn't mean they're not good appetizers, so...
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about when you go, like, on vacation and there's, like, they got seafood and people do, like, a dozen oysters and stuff like that? And I see, like, Royce Neely get that. It'll be like that seems like a lot, first of all, for me.
Yeah.
And you're not swallowing them. I mean, you are swallowing them, but you're not, like, chewing them. Basically, they shoot them straight back. It seems like you get full from that, but, and I see people do multiple trays of that. And maybe even Royce do multiple trays. It's crazy the people that eat oysters, how much they eat of those things.
And see, I like oysters. I've had them a couple times, and I don't hate them, but I'll never go out of my way to order them. But I agree. I don't think they're appetizer-y thing.
Right.
Unless, like, everyone's going to have one oyster, right? And then it can be an appetizer. If everyone's having one, it's always an appetizer. I don't care if it's French fries or what, but...
To me, I don't know. I don't like oysters. I feel like anything that's a bottom feeder and is really a filtration type of animal, it's just like eating a dirty sponge, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not my thing. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, not that any animal, whatever they eat is, probably disgusting. But I don't know. There's something about that.
Yeah.
Being at the bottom of the sea.
I can understand where you're coming from. I don't have that philosophy.
Right.
I've eaten live shrimp straight out of the ocean, not washed at all.
Live shrimp. Why would you eat that?
Because so this is actually a great story. So I was at a marine biology camp in Virginia. It was just off the Chincoteague Islands. Right. So there's the famous Chincoteague ponies. It was just off of there. But I was at this camp for a week. My parents signed me up, and they went to actual Chincoteague Island and signed up and did everything, and then we flew back. But I was on the boat, and our teacher was like, "Yeah, you can eat the shrimp live." I was like, "Okay, how do I do that?" And they're like, "Just grab the head and bite." And I was like, "Cool." And so I did it. And then I did the same thing with sardines and ate a live sardine, and then did the same thing with jellyfish. There was comb jellies that didn't have tentacles, and so you could just grab them and eat them. And then there was a sea lettuce, a kelp of some sort that was called sea lettuce. And like, yeah, that's edible too. It's going to be a little salty, so wash it off with some fresh water. And then I ended up making a wrap with a jellyfish and a sardine, and then the kelp, right? And that was pretty good. It was a little weird that the fish was still alive. I should have not done that. But the real funny part of this story is after my parents picked me up, I was talking about all the things they did. I'm like, yeah, I ate live shrimp. And I grew up in a household where I never had seafood. Never had crab or any of that. My parents don't really like it. My mom is starting to like crab. Will still not touch a fish. And then one of my sisters likes fish sticks. Yes. So she can cover it in tartar sauce.
That's what we had when I was a kid. My mom would make fish sticks.
Yeah. And evidently they used to eat fish sticks all the time, but once I was around, we stopped eating fish sticks. So I never even had a fish stick. And she goes, wait, so you tried shellfish for the first time in the middle of the ocean on the boat when you caught them live without knowing that you were allergic to them? was like, yeah. And she goes, that's like one of the most common allergens that anyone has. I'm like, I do now.
But does anyone in your family have it? Not that the...
Yeah, not that I know.
So you weren't likely. I mean, it still could happen, but you weren't likely.
But she was like, next time use a brain cell or two. And I was like, I still think I would say yes, but deal with the consequences.
We had that one time. So we did a corporate dinner. One of the guys who had the same job I did was another sales guy. He was allergic to shellfish, and we had a chicken breast stuffed with crab on the menu. But they don't tell you what the menu is. You just come on, they serve it, and then he eats it. And he was like, that was the most delicious fucking thing I've ever had. Because he had never tasted crab.
Yeah.
He was diagnosed with having before he went through all the shellfish and all that. So he ate that thing, and all of a sudden his face started swelling up and shit like that. And, luckily he had an EpiPen because...
it would have gotten hairy quick.
Yeah. So all of a sudden he started realizing he's having a reaction. So he had to run to the lady who was in charge of things. She's like, yeah, that was... crab stuffed, and he was like, shit, I can't eat that.
That's got to be the worst feeling ever. Find something that tastes so good,
right?
And be like, damn it, it's gonna kill me.
He had no idea. And then, of course, the lady who did it, well, she was part of our team, but she coordinated all the events and stuff like that. She was worried she's gonna, be charged with murder. She thought he was gonna die. She's checking in with him every 5 minutes. He goes home. She's calling him on the way home. And,
oh wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was worried. So yeah.
Wow.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah, and I've never been allergic to a food in my life. I've never had an allergic reaction, and I hope I never do, right? Because it is something that if you have to start working around menus, even if they're, like, some people, if they're preparing peanuts or anything in the back room, you can't eat there.
Right.
It will kill you.
Yes.
It is just crazy to me to live with that. I don't want to experience it.
Right. The peanut one's a weird one, though, because, yes, people can be so allergic that exposure to a bowl that was mixed up peanut stuff before that can kill them. But it can also go away, too.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, too, because my nephew had it where it was like, he's got to really be away from peanuts. He was one of those kids. But now he doesn't have a peanut allergy at all.
And oftentimes it goes away.
It's weird.
Poison, a lot of allergens change throughout your life. But... I learned this the hard way. So for the longest time, I did not have a reaction to poison ivy.
Uh-huh.
And then earlier this year, I stepped in some poison ivy.
Didn't think anything of it? You're like,
yeah, because I literally tell people, if you go on a hike with me, look where you're going, because I'm not going to look for poison ivy. I'm just going to walk into it.
Right.
Hello, this is Darren at the ABV Barrel Shop. How can I help you?
All right, what were we talking about?
My poison allergy.
Oh, yeah, poison ivy. Go ahead.
So, and then I walked, and before I would walk through poison ivy, I wouldn't even have a skin rash.
Right.
Nothing would pop up. And then, luckily, it wasn't like, this year it wasn't itchy or anything, but my skin did break out. And so I didn't have, like, the effects of poison ivy.
Was it weeping?
Yeah, the vascular thing, yeah, you could see all of that, and that usually didn't happen either. And so it was just a... nice. I guess I'm about to age out of this best part of my life.
Yeah, poison ivy's bad. One time I got it like 3 years in a row in my fucking eyes, working in my backyard. Eventually, I had to pay someone just to take all the poison ivy out.
Yeah,
it was bad. And but the one time,
did you burn it? Like, did you cut it up and burn it?
No, just cutting this shit in my backyard. You're sweating and that.
Yeah,
and
rubbing your eyes.
Yeah, you're rubbing your eyes and that, and then. Yeah.
Most poison ivy horror stories start with people cutting it out and burning it.
Yeah.
And that does not go well for anyone.
Like get in your lungs and that. Yeah. That one year, though, I got it on my Weezer, and that was bad.
Yeah, that's
then I had to go to Walgreens. You go to the clinic, and they're like, do you have it anywhere else? I'm like, no. Just here on my eyes.
Yeah.
Because she was going to check it out. I was like, no, this is the only place. I mean, not my wiener, if that's what you're asking. It's so awkward.
Yeah.
So awkward. Yeah. So.
And I'm pretty sure that was the answer she wanted to hear, too.
Right.
She was like, please just say, no, I don't.
I had a couple incidents. When I was on that 3-year run, I'd always just go to Walgreens and get it. Because I didn't want to go to a doctor or anything and stuff like that. So I go to Walgreens. The one year, the lady... I'm sitting on because you're sitting a little bit elevated. You're on like the thing with the paper, like at the wheel of the paper, and I'm sitting on there, and I got my hands on my knees, and the lady jumped up because she was shorter, and she jumped up and she landed right between her legs on the top back of my hand because I got my hand is trapped there. I try to move it, just slightly because I don't want to be wiggling it around. I know what's on there. And it was the most awkward. She's taking my heart rate, and she's like, "This is a little elevated." I said,
"Yeah, no shit."
I said, "I'm just really, upset about this."
I think no shit was the better answer.
I don't know how she doesn't know.
Or no, she knew what she was doing.
You think?
I think she knew what she was doing.
I've never been a good-looking guy or anything. I could see if it was like Andrew Weebrink or somebody. I'm just normal, no one cares about me. No one's like, I think I'm going to jump on this guy's back of his hand.
But I don't think it's that. I think it's just, like, she works at Walgreens, and if you don't fuck with people lightly, you're gonna quit that job real quickly. So if you're fucking with people and be like, oh, why is your heart rate so high? I think that has something to do with it.
This, for me, as the guy who's been married forever, this is like a pretty good day. I mean, it was like, it's not bad. Yeah. Not bad. I get home and to the wife, of course. The normal thing is to ask how it went when you went there. And I was like, oh, no, it was fine. I didn't touch anything, if that's what you're asking. It's almost like the same thing. I had 2 major incidents at Walgreens at the clinic.
Wow.
Yeah, with the poison ivy in the eye. So, yeah.
I'm surprised you went back the next year after the first incident.
It was crazy. So, yeah. That was back when I get the poison ivy in my eyes. But I haven't had it in a long time now, which is good. So, but I noticed the poison ivy is creeping back into my yard. So, I don't know. I might have to get this addressed again at some point. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to test whether or not I have got past that. I now have immunity. I don't want to try it.
Yeah.
So. But, yeah. We've got something to drink here. What are we drinking?
So, this is one of our new barrel picks that just came in. This is a 10th Mountain Bourbon. 126.2 proof. I think this is the quintessential fall bourbon. It is this nice spiciness, and I think if you're sitting around a fire and you're not drinking this one, you're really missing out.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got. It's great.
Does not drink 126 proof either.
Does not drink 126 proof, and it's so flavorful. It's packed with flavor. A lot of people say they can't believe it's a 4-year-old bourbon. It's age stated 4 years. And people can't believe that you're getting that much flavor out of a whiskey that is 4 years old. So
yeah.
But
it's a killer bottle.
Different climate in Colorado. So, yeah. Wild. So, all right, what we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, it's going to be time to rate the regulars. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the wards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Here are our 20 that have been nominated. So Darren knows some of these, but not all of them. So I worked on this list. He got busy, and I kept working on it. So here's our 20. Wayne Van Sluis, Ken Shields, JP, Bob Miramonte, Meredith and Matt, Schott, Spencer, the trio, we'll talk about them in a little bit. Stephen and Rebecca Weller, so the Wellers, Derek Lane, Kyle Neely, Logan, Chris Moore, Kristen Wall, the Treebangs, the Monicas, Mike Folk, Trevor Stefanski, Josh Witten, and Demetrius Kane.
Wow. That's a hell of a list.
That's a powerful list. That is a powerful list.
Glad I don't have to make the decisions. You said you were going to do all the decision making.
No, I did all the decision making to get us to this point. So, so who do we think should go in number one? Let's make this a debate. Who do we think should fit into that list? Boy. I feel like the candidates are top three from last time for sure.
Yeah.
Wayne Van Sluis, Ken Shields, and JP. I feel like they've all three of them, I should say, have had their highs and their lows. Each of these has had time when they haven't been here for various things. Travel, but it's all travel.
Ken's been busy. Wayne will not be here tonight. Not that we can use that against him, but we probably can. Friday night Wayne will not be here on a Friday night. So
yeah.
I think that hurts him a little bit. But again, Ken Shields and JP have been just as busy, so...
Right. So I feel like the door opens boy. And maybe
somebody sneak in there?
Maybe Derek Lane.
Yeah.
He has definitely been here the most. He's brought groups in. He's introduced a lot of new people here. We just had one of his buddies in here moments ago.
And his buddy brought a friend, or father, but it's brought somebody else in.
Your dad can be your friend. But
yeah, for sure. It was just a little weird knowing the background.
Right.
I think Derek.
Derek's number one.
Yeah.
I think it's a surprise because the others have had, like I said, some time away from here. Derek's been consistent. He just found us, but within the last time we did this. So we did this. He found us right before our birthday, and this was dated July 18th. So,
his second time in, I think, was coming in to buy stuff before everyone bought it at the anniversary.
Yeah, so he fits in the line, and I think he's number one. Yeah. So yeah.
We've seen him a bunch. If you don't know Derek yet, he is a fun guy, new to the group, but. You will meet Derek at some point, and you will know it's Derek.
I think a lot of the regulars don't know him because one of the things he does, he works in the evenings, and so he doesn't come to a lot of the events. So a lot of the regulars will be like, who is this guy? I never heard of him, but he comes in a lot. For sure. So
be on the lookout for Derek, because you will meet him, and you'll see why he's number one.
All right, number two. Who do you think could be number two?
I know I'm going to dock him for not being here tonight and not being my Friday night buddy. But I still think it's Wayne. Okay. He helped us a couple times during this.
He's been helping us work when we need him.
He joined the official group, and it's not very many people that have broken a Glencairn at this shop.
Yes, he is.
So it's almost like he's one of us, but he's still on the regulars list. I think he's number two.
Yeah. Okay. Number three. I still feel like probably maybe it's a debate between Ken and JP, and they're number 3 and 4, I think, because these guys, even though they've had some time away, so where do you think these guys fit?
Okay. Who do you think should be number 3?
Probably Ken. JP's been traveling a lot.
So I think it should be JP.
Okay.
Let's have this debate now.
Okay.
I was just going to choose whichever name you didn't choose and debate for them. So I know that during this time frame, I believe it was this is going to be interesting. I believe it was the 3rd week of July, which was right after this. JB brought his salespeople in from LA and had a group here hanging out at the shop. So he's been in here several times. He's brought other people. He just last week he brought.
Ken brings in other people though.
Yeah, he does. And at the next Fight Club, he had 6 people here. Right. So, again, these two are head and head. JP did bring in 4 bottles of Wallersheim brandy for us to try just last week. More in the recent terms. So that gives him some points. But you can't go wrong either way. One of these is 3, one of these is 4. And I honestly can't disagree with Ken either because he's come in when Amy's been working a Saturday morning by herself.
Yeah.
And like, done the thing then, too. So he is in a lot of times early. So
right.
I would say it's a coin flip.
All right. We'll make it a coin flip.
Okay. So we have the Green River coin here. The Green River side will be JP.
Okay.
And then the Whiskey Without Regrets will be Glenn. Or Ken. That is Ken Shields. You win.
Shields. All right. Ken Shields ends up at number 3. JP ends up at number 4.
And now things get interesting.
Yes, they do. I'm going to pull some blasts from the past here. I think Kristen has really kind of stepped it up. She's been coming in a lot when I've been here. I don't know if she's been seeing you.
She's been coming in a lot when I've been here, too. Usually it's only one of us that get to see Kristen.
Right.
And she's been hitting both of us.
She's back. So
yeah.
I'd say Kristen, who's... she had a while where she was number 1 for a bunch of times, but she's been off the list for a while. I think she's back.
Yeah, and she literally had me rolling on the ground yesterday telling a story. Her
stories are
hilarious.
Amazing. All right.
So, we said we were going to talk about a certain group of people that we didn't ever define, and I feel like we should do that now. I don't know if this is their spot, but the trio, some of you might know them as James, Clint, Caitlin, and they are from southern Missouri.
Live like more than 3 hours away.
And any time that they're in here, it is hilarious. It is...
Clint had one of the funniest lines I ever heard when he dropped it on you.
Yeah. So, they're awesome people. If you haven't met them yet, you need to. But I'll tell a little bit of the Clint story. So, I was pouring people, these old Louisvilles that we just got in. Tom Crowder had just brought them in for us to try to see if we wanted them, and we did. And I was pouring it for him, and I hand the glass to Clint, and he goes, "Thank you, sir." And I go, "Don't call me sir." And he goes, "Okay,
thank you, fuckhead."
Thank you, fuckhead. Like, instantly, without thinking about it, under his breath, the whole place, there was 6, 7 people in here, just died laughing. And it was hilarious. And that is what the trio really brings to the table. And they call themselves the trio. So
you want them at number 6?
They need to be in the top 10. I just think we needed to define who they were. Do you think there's a better candidate for number 6?
No, I mean, they're good.
I've never laughed that hard in this shop before.
Right, the trio.
Yeah.
Trio.
And they're on their way on an Alaskan cruise, so they'll get to see the list before going back, and because we only see them once every 3 months-ish.
Yeah.
So.
Number 7, I'm going to go Stephen and Rebecca Weller. I mean... They've been coming in, attending events. Again, they live in Kansas. They're not close here. They live quite a distance away. And talk about providing us joy. Rebecca won a right to pick a Sazerac 100 barrel, and they named us as the store to do that. I mean, talk about giving us joy. We'll never get to pick it.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they could have been in the convention for number 1. I forgot about the barrel thing.
Right.
I was just thinking of their normal enjoyment that they bring. Because you weren't here when they were here.
They're so nice because they were like, "Well, do you want the barrel? Because we kind of like it." I'm like, you want it. It's your barrel.
Yeah, don't.
They're like, "Do you think we could invite some friends?" I'm like, "You can invite whoever you want. Again, you want it.
Yeah.
You tell me if there's any other spots left over. It's theirs." So they're very nice.
And when they were in here, they were having a good time talking about they've just been to Old Monroe and they were going to Nobleton's afterwards. And we literally sat here and talked whiskey for 2 hours. And I wasn't planning on being here that long. It was just natural. Even though we don't get to see them that much, it was really natural when they came in.
It was.
So.
All right.
And we're going to be seeing them a lot soon. So they're going to be in town twice before the end of the year, which is a good amount for them.
And for work. So.
Yeah.
All right, here's who we got. And I think every single one of these deserves a spot on the list. So this is going to be really tough. So Miramonte, just a regular, solid, always, never mails it in. He's here as much as he can be, which is quite a bit. You got Meredith and Matt, again, continue to support, pretty much show up to everything. I mean, amazing people. Shot, guy cracks me up. And what's cool about Shot is it's whether you're laughing with him or at him, he's having fun as well. So it's cool. Spencer, great guy, solid.
He's been bringing people in this time.
Bringing a bunch of people in. Yeah, it's a whole thing for sure. Kyle Neely has definitely come on strong again. There was a while when he couldn't come in here. He's committed to coming back. Logan's been in quite a bit too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Logan several times, and so that's
always
cool.
Enjoy Logan coming in.
Yeah.
He is one that I forget to tell him what's in his glass when I pour him whiskey because I just have conversations with him. Forget to do my damn job. So
Cop Chris. So Cop Chris is he's basically made a triumphant return. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's coming. I haven't seen him actually on this.
And I think I've seen him
tour.
his return has been in the last 3 weeks. I've seen him 3 times in the last 3 weeks, I think. So
that's cool. The Tree Banks, again, come to a lot of the events. I mean, they're good people. They always bring great snacks at the Demetrius events and stuff like that. So they're fun
and take a lot of shit from me. So
the Monicas, gotta love the Monicas. They're some of our absolute favorites. A personal story, Mike Folk, having a little bit of tough times recently. I don't want to talk about it too much on the air. He's doing well, and I've enjoyed seeing him. He's made a commitment to come in here when he can.
Yep. And I don't know if anyone's ever put a bigger smile on my face because I was next door for Fight Club and came over and saw him sitting here talking to Amy, and I was like, "Okay, he's back. We're going places." So that was a really cool moment.
Yeah, for sure. Trevor Stefanski, he's going to get engaged in this place any day now.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
For people that take the most amount of shit, it's probably Stefanski would be number one on that list. Maybe Kyle Neely.
He gets put on the spot right in front of his girlfriend.
No one else gets made fun of in front of the class like Stefanski does.
And even his life is getting worse because now he's getting shit down at Nobleton's.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, this is a safe place. I'm not at the barrel shop. Sure enough. Fucking Steinkamp's whipping shit on him.
And now Demetrius knows about it, so he'll bring it up too. So
this fucking guy can't win.
Nope.
So that's a good one. Josh Witten, hell, he fixed our floor. I don't know. You talk about a guy who helps us out, gives us joy, and fixed our damn floor. That's been a pain in the ass. It's been fine ever since. He fixed it right, so that's been awesome. And last but not least, the famous and infamous Demetrius Kane. People love when he does his events. He literally probably had his best event ever just a week ago on Thursday.
That was freaking hilarious.
It was freaking hilarious. And he had a great event with us last night as we're recording this. He sold us a barrel of peach brandy, which really has helped ticket sales for whatever. I mean, you talk another guy giving a story. I don't know. I want all these. There's not one weak one here.
No. We kept saying a name like, "Yep, that will be my vote. That will be my vote. That will be my vote." Oh, I'm running out of votes now. Yeah. There is not enough spots here.
You get to name one here. So who do you got?
Okay. I think there's several really good options. They're all fantastic options. I think there's some that are just a little bit above. And I'm going to say that the spot number 8 that we're on here goes to... I'm going to say Cop Chris.
Cop Chris.
Because he came in after... I haven't seen him in months.
All right.
And he came in, and he's the same Cop Chris. He's cracking jokes, laughing, buying bottles, and trying samples, right? That is the Cop Chris that everyone, especially, he was a person that I always heard about when I was still a regular here, and he's back, and he's the same person. Right. So, and he's also retiring in March, which is real exciting. So I think he should be on the list.
Okay, Cop Chris. I'm going to go. I've got to go, Mike Folk. Again, this is something that you don't expect. You decide you're doing a business thing, and one of the things that you never think is going to happen is I'm going to get caught up in the lives of the people that come in here. You don't. No. That doesn't play into it at all. You don't. You're just like, okay, they're customers, and then you do, and Mike Folk. I love that guy. He's got a great family. I mean, he's got
great story. Everything about Mike Folk.
I like the guy. Awesome. So so I'm glad to hear things are going great. Very happy about that. So talking about giving you joy, that gives you joy on a different level. So Folk makes it.
Everyone makes like my life more fun.
Right.
It made my day seeing Mike Folk in here. So yeah, you're exactly right.
So that's going to leave it on you. Here, I'm going to turn the list over to you. You get to pick one of those. And again, I think they're all compelling stories.
Yeah.
Every one of them deserves this 10th spot. So you only get one more.
So I'm going to eliminate a couple people here. Just because I've noticed some things. Kyle Neely had some real bad dad jokes last night. I think that's going to get him off the list. He was a menace to society last night. We're good. We don't need Kyle on here. That was the only one I was pretty sure I was eliminating. I'll eliminate Miramonte too. He's always a regular for these top 20s. I just feel like he's been real busy lately.
He has been very busy.
He's one of our people that travel.
It's a combination of travel for work and pleasure because he follows around fish. So yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't seen him as much recently. Again, love every time Bob comes in. Can't say anything wrong about him. At least he's not cracking dad jokes like Kyle Neely. So, I'm really between two names here.
Okay.
And it should probably be three, but I think there's everyone here but deserves this 10th spot. So if I could cop out and write everyone, I would. But I'm pretty sure all of you listening would bully me for that, so I'm not going to do that. I think it has to be Stefanski.
Okay.
Because the shit we give him, and every time Stefanski leaves, after we just drag him through the mud about not getting engaged yet, he shakes both of our hands and says, "Thank you very much." Like, there is no better sport than Trevor Stefanski. I don't understand it, honestly. Because if I was going through the shit we put him through, I would probably be cussing people out. But he's like, "Nope. Thank you very much."
Because
I'll be back.
We got on this, by the way. This was all innocent enough. His girlfriend was pushing him to get engaged, and so we've just got on that train.
Yeah.
So this is something that happens in his everyday life.
Yeah, he hears it probably daily.
Yeah, he's getting shit about not popping the question, and then he comes in here, which is his hobby. That's his life. Him and his girlfriend. That's his life. This is his hobby. Now he's getting into his hobby.
Yeah.
And
he still comes in here and takes it like a champ.
Yeah.
It is real impressive. And him and Hannah were here for investment, and he was here again the other night. And no matter what you say, I don't think you can get enough under his skin, which I really love that. So I think I have to give it to Stefanski.
So there it is. Here's a look at our list. So Derek Lane, number 1. Wayne Van Sluis, number 2. Ken Shield, number 3. JP, number 4. Kristen Wall, number 5. The Trio, number 6. The Wellers, number 7. Cop Chris, number 8. Mike Folk, number 9. And Trevor Stefanski, number 10. So there it is. I think it's a great list. What makes me sad is the list of the people that didn't make it. But
I guess Demetrius Kane gets to bank his time some more because he's not a regular currently.
Yeah, well, we'll get him on the list next time and wipe all that out. So, yeah, there you go. All right, on that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us there, and we'll start with you.
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We're online, abvbarrelshop.com. And last but not least, don't forget, there's a couple ways to get involved with the show. Number 1, give us a 5-star review with comments. It helps new people find the show. That's important to us. And finally, head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network. That'll do it for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.